with coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today in HD.
Well, if you haven't stepped outside yet, get ready. There is a good chance that the smoke will greet you this morning. We'll have the very latest on the fires burning across East Tennessee with a live report from Tim Pham. It was strong this morning.
And we are 25 hours away from the polls opening. The latest on the FBI investigation into Clinton's emails as both candidates start the final push.
6 o'clock. Good morning, Tennessee Valley. So glad you're tuned in to Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today. I'm Latrice Curry.
And I'm John Martin. Today is Monday, November 7th, 2016. We'll check in with David Carnes for a look at today's forecast in just a minute. But first, it's just 17 days until the big turkey day. They're getting ready up in New York City, but also right here at home for those highly anticipated parades. We're going to have more on that in just a little bit. Yeah, that's where I get my peach picante sauce.
There you go.
New York City.
Look at all this.
Look at it, yeah.
I don't keep staring at that guy.
I know. Somebody help that thing. He's trying
It's like, hey, blow me up.
We are looking at, boy, the smoke and haze really hits you. I was up in Murphy, North Carolina this weekend. A lot of smoke there. They had a couple of wildfires burning along some creeks there, and that was just creating smoke all over there. We've had a few wildfires popping up here, creating smoke and haze as you head out the door this morning. In all seriousness, if you have breathing issues, limit the outdoor activities as much as you can. Even healthy folk, you're going to want to take those shallow breaths until you get indoors. So let's go outside, shall we, where temperatures are in the 40s around the Tennessee Valley. 46 in Chattanooga is unfortunately a dry one.
All right, thanks, David. Well, throughout the area, the colors of late fall are competing with the crackle of the flames, as we've been talking about this morning.
Yeah, take a look at this. You can actually see smoke rising from the Cohutta Wilderness in Fannin County. The Forestry Service was fighting over a dozen fires late last week. Across the state line in Polk County, the Wolf Creek fire has burned over 400 acres and was 80% contained as of last check. According to forestry officials, no structures are threatened. On Signal Mountain, a fire in the Flipper Bend Woods area has burned over 60 acres so far. Part of that is what you see behind us right here.
Well, Georgia Forestry Commission officials say that a fire on Lookout Mountain has burned close to 200 acres. For more on this, let's go live to Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pham, who is on the scene with the very latest this morning. Tim?
Well, good morning to you, Latrice. The Georgia Forestry Commission has been on Lookout Mountain battling this fire, and the windy conditions has not helped them at all. You can take a look at the debris that is all charred here off of Scenic Highway. You can also see some small flames still burning at this hour, and this is what crews are dealing with, a lot of dry conditions adding fuel to those fires. Neighbors and business owners are staying vigilant. Lookout Mountain hang gliding business, that they had to close for the day on Saturday because of the wildfire, but reopened Sunday afternoon. Employees helped move dozens of hang gliders to a landing field down the mountain to protect the equipment. One instructor tells us he hopes the fire stays away.
I've been here for 17 years and I've never seen fires like this here before, but we've never been in this kind of drought before.
Thankfully, none of their equipment was damaged. Cloudy condition gave crews some relief, but they're still keeping an eye on several homes in the area. Right now, no evacuations have been put in place on Lookout Mountain, but officials tell us that there are 9 homes that could be threatened by this fire. We'll, of course, continue tracking all of the fires in our area and update you on air and online. Reporting live on Lookout Mountain, Tim Pham, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tim, thank you as always for your live report. The ongoing drought has now dipped into the Dunlap community's water supply, forcing mandatory water restrictions.
Well, these restrictions take effect this morning and will last until further notice. The city's water supply from the Sequatchie River is running low. State and local officials decided the best plan of action is to build an emergency levee.
We don't want you watering your lawn, filling your swimming pools up, washing your car.
Well, residents who do not follow the restrictions will receive a warning. Those who still don't comply will have their water turned off with a reconnection fee. Breaking this morning, the first woman to serve as U.S. Attorney General Janet Reno has died. According to family members, she died early this morning from complications of Parkinson's disease. Reno was one of President Bill Clinton administration's most recognizable figures. She was 78. Other national news, a letter from the FBI Director James Comey appears to close the door on the FBI's investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server.
Yeah, Comey sent the letter to members of Congress Sunday, an update to the October 28th letter regarding Clinton's time as Secretary of State. The FBI Director announced no charges are coming. Officials say nearly all of the emails were duplicates of emails already seen by FBI agents, and other emails were unrelated to government business. We'll have more on this election coming up later in the hour. And gas is once again flowing through a pipeline in Alabama after a deadly explosion last week.
Well, Colonial Pipeline officials say service restarted just before 6 o'clock Sunday morning. It was knocked offline last Monday when investigators say equipment hit the pipeline, killing one person and injuring 4 others. Officials say it could take several days for the fuel delivery supply chain to return to normal. Prices at the pump may go slightly down late this week into next week. And boy, again, looking at where Tim Pham was this morning, you can really see that with that smoke.
And that smoke is just spreading out all over the Tennessee Valley. No matter if you're downtown, one of the suburbs, you are probably going to be experiencing some smoke if you're going to be out and about and driving around town. So just be ready for it. A quick look outside. We've got temperatures in the 40s this morning. Right now, for your up-to-date traffic, getting out on this Monday commute, here's John Martin.
Hey, good morning at 6:07. Let's go live outside and show you what we're looking at for your morning commute. If you happen to be headed from Signal Mountain Road to downtown, you're looking at a drive time of just about 10 minutes. Not a lot of activity on the interstate system until I say that, and they all appear at one time. There's nothing accident-wise on the TDOT SmartWay network to slow you down. We do want to let you know if you'd like a say in the proposed improvements to 3rd and 4th Streets in downtown Chattanooga, TDOT and city officials will hold a public meeting Thursday night from 6 to 7:30. It's going to be at the Development Resource Center on Market Street. Again, it's going to talk about the improvements to the 3rd and 4th Street corridors. There's going to be a brief presentation followed by some questions and answer sessions. So get out there and let your voice be heard. Latrice?
All right. Thanks so much there, John. Well, the Dade County High School Band will make some history this year as they make the school's first appearance at a nationally televised Thanksgiving Day parade. They're heading to the McDonald's Parade in Chicago. 77 students in the Marching Wolverines will play Chattanooga Choo Choo. The band has won several recent competitions and are looking forward to heading to the Windy City. David Carroll has more on their journey. Check it out inside the WRCB app.
6:09 coming up on Eyewitness News today. Jalen Hurd explains his exit from UT in a few tweets.
Yeah, Jill Jelnick has that and the latest on the Titans coming up in sports. Stay tuned.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today in HD.
Well, a Whitwell officer is recovering this morning after she was apparently attacked while on the job Sunday night. Marion County Sheriff Bo Burnett says the female officer was trying to detain a man who was involved in a car crash on North Maple Street. Burnett says the man grabbed the officer's vest and swung her into a car. Firefighters nearby helped restrain the man. Officials say the officer has a mild concussion and other injuries. We're told the man involved in the attack is charged with aggravated assault of a police officer and resisting arrest.
Hey, if you're looking for a job in healthcare, banking, manufacturing, listen up. The Urban League of Greater Chattanooga is hosting its annual fall job fair this Wednesday. It's from 10 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon at Brainerd BX. It's free to go, but registration is required. We have more information how you can register at WRCBTV.com. Another head of the hooch rowing competition is in the books, which means millions of dollars for our local economy.
Yeah, competitors of all ages rowed about 3 miles on the Tennessee River, crossing the finish line at Ross's Landing. Head of the hooch is one of the world's largest rowing regattas and one of the largest events in the scenic city. Each year since 2005, thousands of rowers and spectators visit Chattanooga, and organizers say every year the goal is to make the event better than ever before. They're already starting to plan for next year. The time right now, it's 6:14. Here's Jill Jelnick with your sports headlines.
Last week, it was announced that running back Jalen Hurd was transferring from the University of Tennessee. Now, the former Vol has broken his silence on the decision. Late last night, Hurd took to Twitter to release a lengthy statement addressing his decision to leave the program. The junior goes on to state that transferring was completely his decision, and that part of the reasoning behind it was that the read option offense was not the best fit for him. And while he hoped for scheme adjustments, that didn't happen on a consistent basis. You can read the full tweet at WRCBTV.com. Well, having won 3 of their last 4 games, the Titans were hoping to tie the Texans for first place in the division yesterday with a win over San Diego. Instead, Tennessee shot themselves in the foot, turned the ball over a few too many times, and would have to settle for 5th loss of the season. The Titans got behind early in this one as the Chargers jumped out to a 16-0 lead, scoring first on this 13-yard touchdown pass from Phillip Rivers to tight end Antonio Gates. Then, a couple minutes into the second quarter, Marcus Mariota threads the needle to Rashard Matthews over the middle for the 16-yard score. Mariota would find Matthews again to make it 19-14 at the half, and then right after the break, Mariota on the design quarterback draw busts it outside and stretches the ball over the goal line for the touchdown. Tennessee takes the lead 21-19. But this is where it gets a little ugly. Titans are driving near midfield when Mariota runs the option, decides to keep the ball, but has the ball stripped, and Chargers Dwight Lowry picks it up and scampers 36 yards for the scoop and score. Chargers lead 33-21. Titans don't fold though. Mariota led a 7-play, 80-yard drive and capped it off with this 8-yard touchdown pass to Delaney Walker. But shortly after, another Mariota pass is intercepted by cornerback Brandon Flowers, who returned it 33 yards for another touchdown. 2 of Mariota's 3 turnovers were returned for San Diego defensive scores, as the Titans fall 45-35 to the Chargers. Next up, the Titans will take on the Green Bay Packers at home this Sunday. All right, that's it for sports. I'm Jill Jelnick. I hope you have a magnificent Monday.
Well, thank you, Jill. We'll try to do that and hope you do as well. All right, a bit of entertainment news for you now. Hacksaw Ridge, the anticipated war movie with a local tie, made nearly $15 million in its opening weekend.
Yeah, the film is based on the true story of Desmond Doss's non-lethal heroics during the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. Doss, played by Andrew Garfield, lived most of his life in the Chattanooga area after the war. Hacksaw Ridge finished number 3 at the box office, behind Doctor Strange and Trolls.
Well, coming up on Eyewitness News today, David will be here with a look at your forecast.
Plus, we're going to let you know if there are any problems on your morning commute. And before we go, take a look. This is our downtown holiday in camera. We've been talking about the smoke all day,
the
Latrice.
haze there, it's really
this
bad.
is what you can really see it in this shot. This is what people will be greeted with on their way out the door this morning.
Channel 3 Eyewitness Traffic is brought to you by CHI Memorial. CHI Memorial supports prostate health and encourages you to get a wellness check today. To find a physician near you, visit chimemorialmedicalgroup.org.
Happy Election Eve, everyone. It is Monday at 6:21 in the morning. Let's go outside and take a live look at your morning commute. If you happen to be headed from Jasper to Chattanooga, you're looking at about a drive time of 41 minutes. This is 24 at the Georgia line. Nothing on the TDOT Smartway network going to show you any sort of slowdown in terms of accidents. Of course, we'll keep you up to date. We want to let you know today is Red, White, and Blue Day at Soddy Elementary School. Students will learn about the election process and its importance. So here it is. Here's a parade that's set to begin at 9 a.m. So watch out for students near the school and the Soddy Community Center if you would like to see these children's minds being molded and educated about our election process. You can head down to the community center and watch it for yourself. Here is David now with, my goodness, just a smoky look of downtown Chattanooga.
Yeah, the Holiday Inn camera really highlighting that very well. You can just see the haziness in the air, and you're definitely going to be breathing that in. It is not pleasant at all if you're heading into town, or really many areas around town are going to be dealing with the smoke and the haze today. That is going to be the big issue, and it's going to make it hard to enjoy the otherwise great weather. I mean, it's going to feel wonderful outside.
All
yep.
right.
David, thank you. Well, we do have some good news for guacamole lovers.
Yeah, avocado suppliers have started to increase and prices are expected to come down over the next several weeks. A shortage of avocados had pushed prices up by double and in some cases triple from a year ago. And it was the effects of a growers' strike in Mexico that left retailers struggling to find the fruit and some restaurants temporarily dropping guacamole from their menus. Well, Taco Bell has plans to expand across the nation over the next 6 years.
Yes, Yokiro says it'll increase its number of restaurants in the U.S. to 9,000 by the end of 2022 while creating 100,000 new jobs. The Mexican fast food chain currently operates about 7,000 restaurants nationwide. News of its U.S. expansion follows plans to grow its international store base to 1,000 restaurants over the next 6 years. So fine dining is expanding across the world, and I couldn't be happier.
All right, now it's time to take a look at our birthday salutes this morning. Happy 13th birthday to our Bojangles winner. Congratulations, Jamie Talley of South Pittsburgh. Your family is very proud of the beautiful young lady you've become.
And happy birthday to Miss Annabelle from Sale Creek. Have a great day celebrating 100 years. And happy birthday to Robin Cotton. Her daughter says she enjoys planting flowers and spending time with her 3 grandchildren.